Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Bible Illustrated Hands. If you haven't seen my previous episode, I'm on a vacation on Mount Zlatibor, so I don't have access to my video editing equipment. So you will have to stick without thumbnails until I get back to Belgrade. So the next question is from Cole Parker. He asks, "Can you do a how to draw series?" Thank you for the question, Cole. And no, I can't do how to draw a series. The reason for that is simple. I'm not a professional artist. I never went to any kind of, uh, art school. I don't have any particular knowledge to transfer to you. The best I can do is to show you how I draw things, but then I wouldn't be teaching you how to draw. I would be teaching you how to draw like me. And I personally believe that it will be killing of your own style. I can only give you some of my basic, uh, you know, basic comments on how I learned how to draw, and that is I would draw a lot and I would copy things. I would copy other illustrations. I would, but by that I don't mean tracing. Tracing is useless. Even the person who has no ability to draw whatsoever, they can trace provided they have a steady hand. So no tracing, but pick something from nature, from the real world as it were, and then try to draw it. um, for a year or two, I have been taking drawing lessons. It was initially iconography class, but our group sort of fell apart. So I asked the teacher to teach me how to draw, better, to improve my own skills, because it will be of more use for Bible Illustrated, for biblical drawings, for my side comic, and for illustration in general. Whereas learning how to paint icons would only limit me to painting icons. And people who usually draw, they are usually advised not to do manga, because that is a very specific style that would prevent you from drawing other styles, and more importantly, as I said before, that would prevent you from creating your own style. Also, a thing that I would advise you, and my art teacher is very big on this, is that you should avoid copying other illustrations and drawings. It is fine that you do it from time to time, but you should preferably draw something from nature. The illustration does not have to be realistic. It can be stylized. But again, if you draw something that's already drawn, you're actually uh, drawing an interpretation of something that's already there. From time to time, that is a very good thing. For example, I did a reinterpretation of painting by Monet. I think it's called Venice in Fog. It is a beautiful painting, and my reinterpretation, all the while trying to stay true to his, was something completely different, and I liked it a lot. So don't focus on other people's drawings, but do it from time to time, and maybe even try to do it in your own style. Um, and again, try to break away from your style from time to time, because you can end up with the issue like me, that you're petrified in what you have been doing for so long. Something, again, my art teacher has been telling me over and over again. I have been doing these biblical illustrations for so long that it is very difficult for me to draw an ordinary hand. It is always, much thinner. The fingers are much longer, and it is usually this. There are only so many positions of palms. Man, my palm really looks big in this video. There are just so many palm positions that you have on an icon, and they aren't very varied. So draw from real life as much as you can. Maybe in some far future, I might dare to do something like that, like illustration. But to be quite honest, I doubt I will ever reach the level of skill that would make me comfortable to teach others, because it is similar. people usually accept me teaching them how to draw. I get asked from time to time, can I teach them English or can I teach them Serbian? I answer no to both because, frankly, I don't know how any of these two work. I simply do them, you know. I don't know. I mean, I can try to explain when to use past continuous, but I might miss something. Do I know how definite and indefinite articles work in English? I have no clue. I literally have instinct, and that's it. And if you pay attention to my videos, I think you will notice from time to time that I miss out, that I use a wrong article or I leave them out altogether. And it's similar to Serbian, which is extremely complicated language. It is the easiest language in the world to read. You can learn to read Serbian in, I know, 10 days, and the sole difficulty in reading Serbian comes from the fact that some letters match that Cyrillic Serbian letters match Latin letters, but they're not the same sound. The P letter is R in Serbian, you know that. So, sorry, that. So even if I ever become an excellent artist, I still wouldn't know how to transfer that knowledge. So my apologies in advance that I can't do it. Also, when I started Bible Illustrated Hands, the idea was, you know, how to show you how I draw. However, I realized a couple of months back that actually drawing requires so much concentration from my side that it is actually very difficult for me to concentrate on speaking. So maybe in future I will make a bit of a combination of these videos that you're watching right now and my previous videos. That is that I would illustrate a drawing from scratch to end, you know. Then I would speed it up and use a pre-recorded narration. It wouldn't be as natural as it is now, but maybe it will give you a better insight of how I draw, and that's basically it. Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you. As in my previous video, I'm on Zlatibor, I don't have video editing equipment, and therefore there won't be patron lists at the end of this, but if any of you patrons cancel the pledges during this week, your name will remain on the thank you list notes for additional week in order to make up for the loss. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. And now I'm interrupting the video, which I can't cut. Bye. Oh, it's so fun.